Hi, EC North. Today we're going to be learning about collections and sets. Now I know EC North really knows what a collection is. We had our treasure box collections for most of the school year, so I feel like you guys are kind of experts on collections. But just as a review, a collection is a group of items that are similar. This is my collection of dry erase markers. As you know, you can collect really anything. Today, I want to show you guys what I'm doing with my special collection. You may know that I really love animals, but I can only have so many in my house. So instead of real animals, I have a lot of stuffies. And I'm going to show you my stuffy collection, and we're going to work with them to learn a little bit more about how you can use collections to make cool things. All right, EC North, I've gathered my stuffies that I have in my house, and I've got quite the collection. They go from here to all the way over here, and let's see if we can count them to see how many I have altogether. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 12 stuffies I've got. And guess what? We are going to use these stuffies to do something kind of new. So I've got my collection of stuffies. They're all in a group, and I'm going to do something really fun, and I know you know how to do. We are going to sort them. We're going to sort our stuffies based on attributes. Do you remember what an attribute is? If not, let's find out. You might remember the word attribute from when we used our treasure boxes. When you are sorting a collection, you want to look for attributes that you have in your collection. Now, you sort a collection based on an attribute. An attribute is something that you can describe about the thing in your collection. So, we can think about size, we can think about color, and we can think about type. Turkey Bob and Grumpy Cat are going to help us think about those three attributes, and then we can practice sorting. So I've got Turkey Bob, and I've got 1, 2, 3. 1 was size, 2 was color, and 3 was type. So I've got Turkey Bob, and let me look. I'm going to compare the two, Turkey Bob and Grumpy Cat. I'm looking at his size, and he looks smaller than Grumpy Cat, right? So I'm going to write small for Turkey Bob, and I'm going to write big for Grumpy Cat. All right, number 2 that I'm thinking about, the second attribute we're thinking about is color. So I'm looking at Turkey Bob, and I'm realizing that he has kind of multiple colors on him. So I think I'm going to write many colors. I'm looking at Grumpy Cat, and although she has mostly one color, she also has more than one color. She's got some blue, she's got some brown, she's got some white. So I think I'm going to write many colors for her too. All right, now the third one is type. And this might not work for your stuffies, but I'm thinking of the type of animal that they are. So I'm thinking of Turkey Bob as being a bird, and a bird that lives outside. And I'm thinking of Grumpy Cat as being a cat that lives inside. So outside animal, inside animal. That is how I am putting those attributes down. All right, now that I've got all my attributes down for those two things, I'm going to show you my data sheet that I've done. It's got a picture of Turkey Bob and a picture of Grumpy Cat. I wrote 1, 2, 3, so I remember which attributes I was thinking about, and I wrote down the things that I noticed about those things. So I was comparing Grumpy Cat and Turkey Bob, and now I can look at my collection and compare all of them to the attributes that I chose. I chose size, color, and type of animal. All right, now that I've got my attributes done, I'm going to choose one attribute to help me sort. I think I'm going to just start with one. The one that I had was size. I had size, and I am going to, my number one was size, and I'm going to sort my stuffies based on the size that they are, small, medium, or large. So I have 3 groups, and I'll show you what that looks like once I've sorted them. So as you guys have seen before, I have a lot of cat towers in my house. So I used cat towers to sort my stuffies into small, medium, and large. Let's see what that looks like. All right, so we're ready to talk about the sorting I did. I've got my small group, and we've got Owlette, Fever, and Beetlejuice in my small collection. All right, now we did small, now we're gonna do medium and large, and I'll be done sorting, and I can move on to the next step. All right, so this is my group of medium stuffies. We've got Penny the Penguin, Turkey Bob, Lion Bion, Buffy Flufflekins, and Moo Moo. Those are the stuffies that are in my medium sorting. All right, here we go. We've got the large group of stuffies. It's got Moony Moony, Scooby-Doo, and Pearl. So, oh, and Grumpy Cat. You can kind of see her in the back. So I've got 3 ways that I've sorted my collection. I sorted it by size, and I decided that I was gonna do small, medium, and large. All right, so you saw the way I sorted my collection was by size. I did small, medium, and large, and now I think we're ready to learn how to make that sort into a set. We're gonna talk about what a set is, and then we're gonna make some sets. All right, we're ready to talk about set. Set is a new math word, S-E-T, set. You can say it with me, set. And a set is when you take one item from each group that you sorted and you put them together. So the way that I decided to sort my stuffies was by size. I did small, medium, and large. So when I'm making a set, I need one animal from the small group, one animal from the medium group, and one animal from the large group. Once I have those 3 animals together, they make their own special set. It's like a family. So I'm looking at my stuffies and I'm realizing that I can make a few sets. I'm gonna try to make 3 sets out of 1 small animal, 1 medium animal, and 1 large animal. Let's see if I can do it. When you're doing math, you want to make sure that you've got yourself organized, okay? So the first way I organized was I used some cat towers. You can organize your collection when you sort however works for you. Right now, I'm going to organize my sets by labeling them. So I make sure that I'm doing the 3 that I said I was going to do. So I've got set 1, set 2, and set 3. I'm going to put those out. And as I'm taking each stuffy out, I'm going to put it either in set 1, set 2, or set 3. So I make sure I'm filling up the sets like I said I would. All right, come with me as I make my first set, and then you can try to make a set. All right, we've got all our sets made. Let's go over them. All right, this is who is in set 1. We've got Beaver Fever. She's tiny. We've got Turkey Bob, who's medium. And we've got Pearl, who's large. Let's look at them all together to make sure we've got a small Beaver Fever, a medium, and a large. Now I'm on to set 2. Set 2 also has a small, medium, and large animal. They're just different. So I've got Beetlejuice is my small stuffy. I've got Lion, who's my medium stuffy. And I've got Grumpy Cat, who is my large stuffy. Great, you can see small, medium, and large. On to set number 3. All right, I'm doing set 3. We've got Owlette. She's my small stuffy. I've got Penny Penguin, who's my medium stuffy. And we've got Moony, who's the large stuffy. Small, medium, and large. I've made 3 sets. Those are the 3 sets. We made 3 sets based on 1 attribute from a whole collection that we had at our house. All right, so I made my 3 sets, and now I think it's your turn to get started on making your sets. First, you're gonna start with the collection, remember? You're gonna look at your stuffy collection, and you're gonna think, what attributes do these things have? Size, shape, color, type. Those are the type of things you can think about when you're sorting. Then you're gonna sort based on 1 attribute. You've looked at all the attributes and you're thinking, I'm going to use color this time. I use size for mine, but you can use something different. Then when you're done, you're going to make a set. You're going to make a family. You're going to choose 1 thing from the sort that you did, the different attributes. Say you did color and you did green, yellow, and blue. Your set should have 1 green, 1 yellow, and 1 blue. Just like my set had a small, medium, and large. This might be a little challenging, but I think you guys can do it. Show us what you've done when you're finished. Bye.